Alrighty, folks. Got my morning pre-workout. It's a cup of coffee. Um, it's almost gone, so I was figuring let's hit a quick warm-up before hitting the gym. Today's plan is some strapped deadlifts, bench press and row. However, because my squat retraining is going as well as it is, I'm definitely dealing with some hip soreness, hip stiffness. So I'm like, all right, let's give it a little bit of time. While the coffee does its thing. Hello, Mr. Bones. You gonna smell my coffee? Just stretching it out, mainly hip flexors, glutes, and calves. I have noticed that if I, again, when I say a warm up, I mean I will grab a plate and hold it out in front of me, and I'll squat about 3 to 5 times just to get my ankles to start bending the way that they ought to be for my squats. Um, so whether or not we want to call that a warm up or not, but that I feel like I see way too many people for air quote. I'm not gonna say basic fitness, but like I'll say moderate fitness, doing these like 20-minute warm ups, leg swings, all this stuff, and I'm like, if like you're likely you're not helping yourself, you're not harming yourself, but you're not helping yourself either. It's like it's probably just honestly more of a waste of time, and that you could probably just literally just start with, squat. What's your squat warm up? Plate, bar, one plate on each side, and then go from there. Um, so like with me hitting deadlift, bench, and row, the actual order is going to be deadlift, row, and bench. My body will be already pretty warmed up from doing the deadlifts and the rows. So should I possibly, do a little warm up prior to, a more bench specific warm up? Sure, why not? Oh, this is sore. But um like for like the current state of my life, I think I'm looking to bench 175. Once I get it up on the rack and take like, a 2 minute rest break between rows and bench, I'm just gonna get into benching. Um, so the little stretch out here is just to kind of hopefully make myself feel better before getting into deadlifts, because the last time I went to deadlift was my unstrapped deadlifts, and that sucked because like my hips, my ankles were pretty tight. So just giving it a little bit of TLC, film a little content, finish my coffee, making it kind of convenient like that. Um, oh, and what else? Yeah, it just doesn't need to be so complicated. Um, can't remember. Well, then again, when it comes to bodybuilding, I always take it with a grain of salt because these are, the follow-up question is like, okay, how many steroids were you on? Um, but the person that was speaking or being interviewed, however you want to phrase that, was saying that like his bench day, that his chest day was decline or incline, flat, decline bench, and then flies. And he's like, yeah, you don't need to do like a 3 set warm up for each of those moves. Once you incline, right, you shift over to flat bench. Maybe you do a warm up set just to kind of reset the movement pattern, and then you're into your working sets. Same thing, you move into decline, your chest is already warm, relatively, maybe do a set to kind of reset the movement pattern and then get into your working sets. So that most of the, like, you don't need three warm-up sets when you're doing very similar movements. Oh man, that is a tight right hip. So, like, I generally do not, um, once I get my deadlift, I won't really warm up for the rows because half of the row is just being able to hold that hinge pattern. I've just I've just done that for deadlifts, right? Um, when I lat pull down, I don't warm up really for it because same thing for pull-ups. Like, how do you warm up for pull-ups? You just do pull-ups. If you're capable of, lifting your body weight for 3 to 5 pull-ups right out of the gate with no warm-up, why would you warm up for like a 10 rep set? All right, let's see how we're doing here with this pigeon pose. So, aside from the fact that I can't, get my hip to touch the ground, this is probably the best pigeon has felt like in a long, long time. So, let's go. Oh, let's see here. This is the thing I've been seeing this frog stretch make its ways around. Yeah, adductors are definitely pretty tight. All right. Mm. So have I really been counting? Nah. Should I have been? Probably. Do I really want to get myself like an actual wedge to start stretching out my calves? Also, yes. Um, the foam is good, but it could be better. Um, but if you're having like, let's say you have your pre-workout meal and that you're just kind of, letting it digest for that 30 minutes to an hour, here's something you could be doing. Um, my pre-workout meal was 2 brownies. Not very wellness promoting, but I was like, all right, oh, it's convenient. Um, I'm still in that 183 to 184 range, and I've been a little more casual with my eating, so I'll take it. Um, and it's like, yeah, between me, sure, bumped up my calories. Um, so even though like I bumped up my calories and as a result I'm lifting just a little more, right? I'm a little more successful in the gym. I'm still losing weight slowly. Um, I didn't get to this size, overnight. Um, but if somewhere in between me eating, between that 23 to 2400 calories a day, I can keep hitting the goals that I want in terms of at the gym, and then I can also, ooh, that is tight. And then at the same time, also try and hit the, what's the word I'm looking for? The weight and possible body fat percentage I'm looking for. Sure, why not? Like, um, it's, about discipline, and I've definitely been lacking that for the last week or two, but oh well, that's life. And, with internet fitness being what it is, you look at these people and it's like, okay, like, what aren't they telling you? Are they telling you, it's like, oh, I don't spend more than 45 minutes at the gym, but I'm at the gym twice a day? Maybe. Are they on supplement T? Maybe, maybe not. Um, are they like, again, this is a 20-minute look into what's going on. Stuff happens, and sometimes you gotta take care of other things. Was it last week? I had a lot of paperwork to catch up on, so didn't end up going to the gym that day because I was mentally drained. Just didn't have the energy for it. Got home and disassociated. If you're a parent, you don't have that same luxury, but it's like, do you have it's, I can appreciate that you might go, do I have the energy to go to the gym or energy to deal with my family later? Because sometimes you don't have both. But legs feel a little better. They're still sore. They're still stiff, right? But better than what it was. Um, so if you did what I did, great. You did your own thing, great. If this gave you something to think about, that's awesome. But we're trying to help and build a community to help each other be a little better every day. So good job today. Keep working hard. We'll see you next time.